with a win over France, lost 7-1 to Canada, came back and beat Slovenia on Tuesday. Swedes with wins over Slovakia, Austria, and Finland. Anderson back for Zibanejad. Takes the return pass and moves it back to Anderson. Anderson, Zibanejad. Winds and shoots, fired it wide. Wenberg bounces around to Johansson, back at the point for fans on the first pass. Now slides that back to Anderson. For Zibanejad. Rasmus Anderson. Zibanejad winds and fires again. He powdered that wide. It comes all the way out the other side. Latvia has 13 players from that 2023 bronze medal team. As Johansson brings it in 3-on-1. Marcus Johansson in, shoots. Kudowska save, rebound. And Adam Morrison couldn't cash on that. England wins the face back. Face off back to Zile. Bouncing puck in front. It went off the shoulder of Edmondson. Well, with the team, but not yet added to the roster. Zirkaus around for Sabalska. Spins and shoots. Ersson the save, but he had Alexander Wenberg. Back for Anderson. Tees it up and shoots. Hammered it wide. Jam play at the other side, and Johansson couldn't put it home. Forsberg. Down to Johansson, pulls it free. That goes off a stick, up and out.
The way Latvia kills, this is basically Gudlevskis' responsibility. So when he wants to pull to the far side, you got to stay out, stay square.
And Prorenkovs brings it back for Latvia. Now loose puck in front of Prorenkovs with a shot. Second chance. And Ersson makes the stop on that in tight. Carlson back the other way. Leo Carlson drops it off for Lundestrom. Pivots back in the corner, gets a step, sends it back in front. Raymond turned away point blank by Gudlevskis.
Tempting fate 3 times in a row.
The Swedes with one shot each of their first 2 power plays. Here's Froden with it. Froden plays it back to Gustafsson. Shoots, tipped in front. Great deflection there by Lindholm. Stopped by Gudlevskis. And then Lindholm barreled into him. Back comes Rubens the other way. Long shot handled by Ersson, and Eggen almost corralled the rebound. Lindholm plays it back to Gustafsson. Feeds it back across. Lindholm to the goal mouth to Carlson. Back to Lindholm, a shot. Bouncing puck. Gudlevskis down. Still loose. Carlson slaps it back down. Memchits picks it up for Latvia. Chopped up by Anderson. Couldn't clear it out. And now Balcers has Eglen with him. In comes Balcers. Walks it and shoots. Ersson makes the stop.
We're trying Ersson a little bit. He was fighting the puck on some of his glove saves.
Rasmus Anderson. Balcers trying to knock it up. The puck does squirt back to center ice. Balcers for Prorenkovs. Prorenkovs back to Balcers. Shoots! And Ersson got just a piece of that again. Right.
They can all absorb 2, 3, 4 more minutes and be very comfortable.
Marcus Pettersson winds his way in. Centers it. Bouncing puck to Leo Carlson with a point-blank shot. Gudlevskis the save. Forsberg back with it. To Edmondson. Swings it back to Gustafsson. Chipped on goal by Forsberg. Gudlevskis down.
Slick moves, but can also just barrel his way into the net. And pretty good tip attempt there on the seam pass.
Drops it back to Brodin for Lundestrom. Now Bengtsson looks back door. Gudlevskis, great save there on Brodin on the tip. Larson back in behind the goal for Yaks. He's tied up. Lindholm works it free. Shoots! And Gudlevskis got his shoulder on that to knock the puck up and out of play. Swedes apply the pressure. Still no score here in the second period. Prorenkovs just out, but Anderson brings it in, not deep enough to get anyone off the ice. Now Froden with it. Of course, in the second period, the long change. So stopped by Pettersson, bounced in front. Gudlevskis able to hang on to that, and finally Latvia can change. Pettersson was that draw back to Rasmus Anderson. Walks right and shoots, scores! Anderson goes and stares down the Latvians, as is his custom. In the NHL, he always finds a band wearing the other team's jersey and stares them down. That time he stared down the whole section.
Off the face-off, Lindholm wins it back to him. So Ravinskis is trying to work a switch, and Lachmelis and Zapolskis, neither one of them commit to Anderson. They're both worried about the forward on the back door, Lundestrom, and one of the two of them, and it's probably Lachmelis, who's got to get over there and protect the far side.
His last IIHF event was 11 years ago. The under-18s in 2014. Another shot. This time from Brody. Rebound, score! Bengtsson taps it home. And Sweden, just like that, has a 2-0 lead.
Twelve's the magic number. That quickly. Sweden gets right back on the attack, turns it over on the forecheck as it's overskated, and then little touch pass to Bengtsson, and he makes no mistake as Wenberg with quick hands and tight here to pull it and feed it through the pile. And that's going to be a timeout for Latvia.
You can feel it coming, Gordon. You can only ask so much of your defensive zone coverage
And of your goaltender.
No, I would not say that. Good try, though. Rubens drops it back. Sitter calls a shot. Rebound. Side of the goal. 2 shots on goal for the Latvians. That power play remains 2-0 Sweden. Inside 3 to go in the second period. Lachmelis winds in. Lachmelis in, shoots. Ersson makes the stop. Ravinskis couldn't reach the rebound. Wenberg drops it back in front. Hanneman turned away by Gudlevskis, who hangs out of that. More pushing and shoving breaks out.
Good plays by Wenberg here. The reception in stride wide, then freezes. Yaks takes it wide. 10-2. Ulf Dahlin is smiling somewhere around the back of the net.
that puts it right onto the stick.
Lundestrom picks that free and goes rink wide to Raymond. Lucas Raymond in front of field. Carlson drops it back. Raymond scores! 36 seconds into the third period. Raymond and Carlson play give and go, and Sweden's got a 3-0 lead.
Right from their own end. Lundestrom with the patience and the speed off the puck. Carlson, who's been causing trouble driving the lanes all game long. It's way inside for Horenkov, but drops it back, and then
Raymond gets inside his check as well. And when he leans on the puck, it pops.
And he snipes it over the glove of Gudlevskis from close in, and that's a big goal for Sweden to make this third period.
Forsberg winds in, shovels it across. Raymond back in. Raymond trying to center it, and the puck right back up. Raymond shoots. Up by Gudlevskis. Rebound. Great stop there by Gudlevskis. In tight on Forsberg.
Finally get out of the penalty box as you see Philip Forsberg absolutely robbed on this backhand attempt. He's got an empty net. Oh, Gudlevskis flashes the pad quickly, flat, to take that one away, and he felt it.
Up there by Forsberg, got taken down. Now Forsberg back on it. And the Forsberg lifts that wide, knocked down by Yaks. Foden with a shot. Now Carlson back on it. Went on to win the bronze medal game in overtime against the United States. Larson back with it, tees it up and shoots, deflected, scored! Put a Latvian in front, and it's 4-0 Sweden.
Catches a piece of a Latvian player and comes back into the net. Where's this puck gonna end up? Maybe 20 feet wide. It's going to the corner. He toes it terribly. It hits two players. Lachmelis to skate, and then the post is the last touch.
Zibanejad centers it, bouncing puck, score! Jonas Brodin again. That's goals in 4 straight if he gets it.
And did Brodin get that one, or did Anderson's? Both of them poked at it at the same time. Put in by Latvia on their own goaltenders. The Zibanejad throws it across, it's wide open. Oh my, Anderson buries it.
We really got all of that.
He didn't just tap it in. He'd be hard pressed to finish that well on the other end. Bar down. That's tough. That's tough.
So Zibanejad will get credit for it. Drops it back to Edmondson, lost the handle.
He's in.
Chance now for Balcers, busting on a breakaway. Balcers in. Harrison the stop. Back across to Raymond, to Gustafsson. But Carlson shoots off the mask of Godlewskis. Gustafsson holds the line, feeds it across to Carlson. Back to Gustafsson, shoots that pinball again and went wide. And again, the Latvians can't clear it out. Raymond. Back to Gustafsson. To Raymond. Bouncing back forward, sends it back door, and Lindholm scores. And there it is, the power play goal. And it's Elias Lindholm with his second of the tournament.
Lindholm's had a nice tournament.
Every time you mentioned it, you retrieve a puck, it makes it so much easier in the power play.
The penalty killers get tired, the rotations are not as quick, and all of a sudden you have Foden going across the crease to Lindholm, no chance whatsoever. And it's basically a clean pass. Lindholm skate stick, doesn't matter, it's not a kick. And a patient onslaught by Sweden ends up.
And the Swedes run their record to 4-0. As Traumax did it behind the play with Edmondson.